I get it. You know, like I said, man, I am a student of this shit. When it comes to the younger generation of hip hop and like just watching what they do, like to still stay in it, you have to know what's going on down those lanes and down those ways of travel. You have to know like what even what not to do. You know what I'm saying? Because you can really play yourself in this game, trend hopping and doing shit like that. But you have to know what you're competing against. Um, you know, I I love it. You know what I'm saying? It's certain young guys that's out right now that are amazing to me. Like
Right.
I like a lot of them, and it's just I just feel like I don't know, man. I love hip hop so much, and I love the art form, and I love the genre. For me, it's about seeing this shit like be the. It's already the biggest in the world. I want to see the longevity. Like I want to see our artists, all of them, turn into, why Mick Jagger's still here. He can still, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Like when they drop, it's like it's like they drop their first album and shit like that, or they touring for like years and years and years, and they selling out shit, and it's like we haven't we haven't gotten to see that transpire because, like I said, it's still the youngest genre. But that's what I'm here for. So it's not for me to kick down any young artist or none of that shit. Like we trying to watch this thing grow. Like
Keep
there's
growing.
no way my son will know what it is and he will understand and appreciate it because I'm going to teach him that. But I'm pretty sure he's going to like another subgenre of this of what it is that I do, or another variation by the time he's of age. I
That's
mean,
right.
you know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, we just got to watch this shit grow and become everything it's supposed to be. Like every other genre, I don't want to put no cap on this shit. I don't want to put no lid on it. I don't want to close it. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, sky's the limit for this shit. Do
Why?
whatever it is you do.
Okay. Why do we still consider? Because I realized something I said too, and this is why I'm kind of asking it.
What's up, Bar?
Why is it that we still believe that rap is a young people's sport when I don't think there's the age thing to it? I believe that as long as you could keep rapping and put out good shit, there is an audience there for you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think so too. I think matter of fact, I think I don't know, everything. I think everything is always a young man's. People always treat it like it's a young man's game. Everything in which people do. They
Right.
try to put age on athletes, and you know what I'm saying. And then when the athlete is, supposed to be past their prime and they killing it, you know what I'm saying. It's like, people are finding an excuse or whatever the case
Or
may be. I
reason.
don't think, yeah, or a reason. I don't think you can do that. I think what you should do though, you know, to just give respect to hip hop and give respect to the people that came before, and to keep it going. I think you have to remain a student in this shit. You have to. Like it's to passively be in hip hop.
Hmm.
I'm not into that. Like when I get lax and don't want to compete no more, then I just won't play. I
Good.
won't play.
That's so. To segues into a good point for me, right?
Hmm.
Saying that. Okay, so in when rap first was created, most of the people who rap, they rap because they love it. They knew they were good with a.
Hmm.
They knew they could think some shit and put it together. And then rap started making a lot of money, and then it became an opportunity. And
Right.
then people became rappers because they saw the opportunity to make money. So they don't. Many of them may not be thinking about it and looking at it from the manner in which you do, because I believe this rap is like education for you. And
Hmm.
there is a preschool, and then there's grade school, and then there's junior high,
Right.
college, and all of that, and they're all steps. And you constantly are making the right steps to make sure that it all aligns with who you are and what you are. And the byproduct of all of that is the money that you make from doing it. And
Right.
you're not doing it for money first and then the product last. It's the product first and it leads to the money. But a lot of people today are money first, then product. They're going to
Right.
will run into that problem because they've been all over the highway just trying to make money. How does that
Yeah.
affect the game long term?
Well, I think the cream always rises to the top. I feel like, like, I mean, people will be able to see through anybody who isn't genuine if they, keep it up long enough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's if you don't love it, it'll show. But with all of that being said, man, like, man, this is like I don't even knock them because it's like, man, some people is hustling. Bro, this if this your hustle, who am I to say that your hustle ain't? You know what I'm saying? I can't knock your hustle. That's your
That's real
hustle.
shit. No,
That's your
that's real
hustle.
shit
Like
right there.
I can't hate on that. Like it's like, yo, you don't gotta have the same love and passion I got. If you found your end and you found a way to, help you and help your people and so on and so forth, I can't. There's nothing to say to knock that for me.
Just share nigga on. Do your
For
thing, my man.
sure.
Good point. I like that. You definitely gave me something I need to keep in the back of my head. All right. I go back and I think about you and your brother.
Yes.
And then I think about other duos in rap, and you guys have to be top tier groups to have ever hit the pavement. And
Appreciate that.
one day your brother decides that he's going to the left. So this is a two-part question.
Yep.
One, when he told you that he wasn't going to rap anymore, how did that affect you? Two, as I watched the transition, you picked up the torch and ran with it like a monster. And
Mm-hmm.
damn thing, did you see yourself being who you are today when your brother told you that? So two-part question.
All right. So when my brother told me he wasn't gonna rap anymore, um, I was I think I was devastated.
Oof.
Cause you gotta remember too, this is my older brother. So
Mm.
like so being in a group with your older brother, you being the younger brother, it is the same crutch you've had your whole life. Like he's the same. I get to, yo, if I don't feel like doing an interview or something, he just be like, all right, I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? Or he knows I'm in a mood, or leave him alone. I'm about to go. Like he
I
just
got
takes
it.
the reins. Like he just, and just even just that extra push or that extra
Confidence booster.
confidence booster. Like it's nothing like that's my family. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's nothing you don't think you can't accomplish with your family. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Right.
like having that in the back of my mind, um, knowing I wasn't gonna have that crutch. I'm lazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, not having that crutch was tough. But at the same time, I felt like, for me, um, I had to keep pushing on because the Clips is a business. So, you got DJs, you got managers, you got CPAs, you got what I'm saying. You got people that depend. I can't. You can't just stop rapping and just tell everybody, hey, go find a job or whatever the case may be. I mean, you
Right.
can, but that's just not how we
But
work.
that doesn't get processed properly.
Right. Exactly. So
Yeah.
for me, it was tough, but I knew I just had to dive in, and you know, at the same time, it was like, man, I had even toyed with it in a few raps, like, man, y'all niggas pray I don't go solo. I didn't even mean the shit, but I'm just talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just talking shit, and it ended up being that way. But yeah, as soon as I like found my footing and was like, oh, this is what it's gonna be. Um, uh, it was a competitive game. I was like, yeah, I'm trying to like win it. I'm trying to gain the respect. I'm trying to gain the respect. I'm trying to be looked at as a person with impeccable taste for this shit. And
We good.
Are we good?
Hello? Yeah, yeah, we good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, just a lot of different I just want to be looked at as a few different things, and just as far as, taste and being an incredible lyricist, and just check off all the boxes, man. I knew I had to dive in, and that's what I was gonna do.
Oh no, I think that not only did you do it, you're doing it very well. It is extremely poised. It is extremely aesthetically sound, visually, mentally, physically, and so it's for you, my nigga, for sure. But let's take a dive. We'll make a left turn,
Let's
and
go.
I'm just gonna go down the fashion lane real quick. And
Okay.
in your early days, you guys started out, and you guys were super urban in the very beginning, very beginning. Till the Casket is Till the Casket your first video that you've done, or is there more before that?
You said it's till the
The
first
Casket,
video.
the one where y'all got the black suits on and all of that. What's the name of that record?
That was called The Funeral. That was our
The
first
Funeral. There
yeah,
you go. My
so
bad. The Funeral.
yeah,
Was that the first
yeah,
record?
yeah.
Okay, so
Well, no, hell no. The first record was a record called I Got Caught Dealing.
oh wow, I
Then
got
the first video was The
was
Funeral.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, so that's my first seeing it with all the VA homies in there, right? Okay,
Mhm.
so you went from there, then you guys started fucking with Babe, then you guys
Mhm.
started fucking with Billionaire Boys Club, and I feel
Mhm.
like you caught on to a niche, and right after that, you took a turn right, especially when you went solo. You
Right.
took a turn right, and I feel like a lot of the overseas brands and these things that you are investigating and searching out and finding unique and different things that nobody knew about. You built a space and a life and a world that you existed in over there, because I've seen you at Dior events, private shit that most people, and this is not this year, last year, year before, this is 4, 5 years ago. You're jumping on brands way before most people
For
even.
sure.
How did you get good at that and then get so strong being somebody that's not super huge in the rap space?
You know, I will have to say a lot of it comes from the streetwear, my streetwear affiliations.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, it started early on with Bait, and you know, it started with Bape. It started with Nego being a fan of Star Trek as a label.
Mm-hmm.
Jacob the jeweler introduced us, actually, and he was like, "Man, this guy, he like loves your music." Um, and I just happened to be with Pharrell. He was like, "No, he knows your shit. He knows everything. I think he's a DJ." He was just telling us about it. So anyway, we met him and ended up going to Tokyo. Well, when we met him, we started getting boxes to the house,
Mm-hmm.
just different Bape shit or whatever the case may be. Then we ended up going to Tokyo to an anniversary or something over there and performing at it. And
Right.
I was like, oh wait a minute, this is some next level shit. So from there, people had just was like, oh okay, wait a minute, they on some exclusive shit, whatever the case may be. And I feel like I met I met the guys who took me fashionably to another level from that.
Ah.
So I was in Miami, and I ended up meeting my man Brennan and Marcus Paul. And I met these two guys, and they was like, yo, you be having that shit on. We the only ones be having that shit on. And they was like, yo, we be styling motherfuckers. So we became friends for a long while. And when I went solo and got over at Kanye's at Good Music, I would be around Virgil and I'd be around, everybody, Don C and Ye, and I was just like, man, I don't want to do it how y'all do it. So I had to sort of like go back, find Brennan, find Marcus Paul, and Marcus is with me still to this day. And I found them, and I was like, listen, I'm over here now, and again, I looked at it like rap. I was like, shit, I got to be able to compete fashionably. and I want to do it a certain way though. Like I gotta make the streets want to wear this shit, and that was always the goal. Damn, I think Biddy fell off, so I'm gonna wait on him to come back. You back, bro?
Yeah, now I heard everything you said. I didn't miss
Oh,
not one
okay.
thing.
All
Everything
right,
you said. We good. It's about
all
to
right,
pull me back in. I got kicked out somehow. But go ahead.
you
We good.
good?
I heard every word. Every word.
Okay.
All right.
So
So so basically, like I said, I was just looking at it like, competitively then, and like, man, I didn't want to be the one lacking, but I also like my goal was to like take those brands and make the streets like, you know, the streets want to wear Givenchy. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to, you know what I'm saying? Like I was putting on like Philip Lim and shit like that, and like, you know, and just I don't know, really just trying to dope boy all of that shit out. Like you did
really,
that. No, you
you know what I'm
listen.
saying? That was the goal.
You did that from the outside in. I was watching. I'm watching. If
Yeah.
I see some shit I didn't know, I want to go
Yeah.
investigating on the jump. Yo, look, that's the shit that he on right now. You know, it's my nigga, right?
Right.
You know his shit, yo. Go check that out. Straight up.
Right.
No, you did that.
That was the goal, man.
It. You're like, like this. You like a humble monster, if I can say, because you're super even keel like this, super cool. But inside of your head, what people see and what's inside your head is two different things.
Yeah, man. Totally.
It's a monster
That's true.
inside your head.
That's
But
that's
you
that's
come
very
off
true.
and you give everybody this super cool feeling like, yeah, nah, I fuck with Pusha T, he's super cool. But go ahead, cross that line and you're gonna see the monster.
Right.
Okay. All right. All right. So you've had the pleasure of, and we're almost done. You've had the pleasure of working with Pharrell. You've had the pleasure of working with Kanye West. Two great producers, two fashionable people, two people who are strong-willed, strong-minded. Give me a jewel or something that you learned from them that you keep with you all the time.
Man. I would say that, you know, Pharrell, when it comes to Pharrell, it's always the bet big on yourself. Always. Um, and be a risk taker. Like even musically, I think that like when me and him get together, um, I'm always looking for the unorthodox, or like I hold him to a certain standard of like, yo, I don't want none of that shit you've been giving such and such and so and so. I don't want none of that shit I heard over there. Like I want something fully and totally unorthodox, and I think that was a standard set probably by Grinding that I've been holding him on to
Oh,
something since like 2001. You know what I'm
man.
saying? And it's like, and it's because at that time the Neptunes were so big. They were like doing so much music for Nelly or doing so much, for
Oh, yeah.
Britney Spears and Hove and all these different people, right? And it's like, just me being, partial and just, you feel like you giving all this shit away. My shit better be crazy,
Fire.
and then it better be crazy. So it's like, we were always pushing them to like, yo, it got to be better than them. It got to be better and it got to be different. It got to be better and it got to be different. And when it's better and different, it leaves you, it leaves you in your own lane. And that's something that he's always been like, yo, you always want to be in your own lane, bro. Just stay in your own lane. Like, stay in your lane. Like, make people pick which one they want to hear. You don't got to be doing what they do. You don't got to do what anybody else does. Stay in your own shit and make the people just choose what they want. And that's who you rock with. Whoever rock with you, that's who you rock with.
And that's how you built up your audience.
For sure. For sure. 100%. I know listen, Pusha T fans at shows, it's like, I even know why they're there. Like, man, I can see. I see people in the audience with like outfits I done wore or brands I done wore. They be telling me they might even not know the lyrics, or they may be like true hip hop heads and just lyric the fuck out. Or it's a girl who ride in the car with her boyfriend all the time and she didn't then tuned into it and shit like that. Like it's a lot of different things. You know, with Ye is different. Me and him have a, you know, the way we work together. I think me and him really like the same type of hip hop, like really, really super laser focused, you know, on the type of rap that we like. And I'm just, you know, fans of like, you know, certain Mobb Deep records, certain fucking, you know, the Mean Hove records and you know, just certain shit. And he knows I love that so much and he likes to make that. And you know, we just gonna like, it's dope working with him because it's like, yo, I just want that every time. And he's like, oh, we just gonna make the hardest album every time. That's what we gonna go for.
That shit was hard. Okay. Are you in the studio working on a new album?
Yeah, I'm working on an album right now.
Do you have your name? Have you titled it yet?
I haven't.
How many
Titled it.
songs have you done so far?
I'm sorry, how many?
How many songs?
Probably 12.
Okay. How many you plan to do before you decide?
I usually don't do a lot of extras. I feel like I have some extras right now, but I'm gonna keep 12.
You're gonna keep 12. How many gonna go on the project? All 12?
12. Yeah, all 12. Yeah, for
okay,
sure.
You're just about done then.
Yeah. I mean, I gotta go sit in. I gotta go sit in with Ye for a little bit, but other than that, it's just these 12. That's what it's gonna be.
What should we expect?
Oh, I'm gonna have the best album that drops in 2021, for sure.
For sure. So you know, it's
yeah.
During the last project when Daytona came out, I was doing consulting for TIG Records, where YF and Lucci and them all that, right?
Yep.
And so the weekend after the album came out, there was a meeting, and I'm in a meeting. It's about 13 people in the room or whatever. And I stood up and I said, I just want to tell y'all all something right now before we even start the meeting. Pusha T's got the album of the year, no questions asked, hands down. The niggas was looking at me like I was crazy. Then when that year ended, I said, didn't I tell y'all niggas?
For sure.
No, so I don't expect anything less. You've never, ever disappointed me musically.
Appreciate you, brother.
Musically, ever.
Thank you, man.
And so I look forward to the educated drug talk. It's nothing like educated talk.
Yes.
And then weave in there different little things that just make you say, damn, this nigga really be going there. Why he do that? He shouldn't have said that.
We got you, man.
When Meech just brought the Tigers in.
Yeah.
And there's so many quotables. I love it, my nigga. All right. So last two questions, we gone.
Yes, sir.
How's it feel being a dad?
Oh, man.